This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I forgot to talk about this later. Meek Mill, man. Riding around Philly with a check engine light on, man. Okay? Now, Poundside Pop got on Academics podcast, and, he let things be known. Everything that happened with Meek Mill, how Meek Mill tried to sign him for 20 grand, gave him a horrible contract, and then basically, he didn't even follow up in the contract. He knew the contract was so bad that when Poundside Pop didn't respond to the contract from Rock Nation in DC, he just, Meek Mill didn't even follow up. He didn't even ask, is it good? Do we need to change anything? Meek Mill knew it was a bad contract. It was going to give Meek Mill was trying to, always talking about, yo, we deserve better deals. And he's talking about he deserves better deals for himself. He's talking about empowering the next man and artists. Yet, they think about this. Meek Mill's always complaining online about, oh, I have a bad deal. I'm not getting all my money. I made $100 million. Where's my money? Da-da-da-da-da. Right? He's always talking about he has a bad deal and people signed him to bad contracts. Yet, he's giving out bad contracts. I mean, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Always be aware of the people that are preaching, oh, we need more transparency, more independence, more freedom. Those are the people that will do the worst to you, man. Those are the people that, they don't walk what they talk. And that's Meek Mill right there, man. That's why so many people are mad at Meek Mill, because he never passed the torch in Philly. He didn't really put anybody else on. And if he thought he helped in any way, say he posted you once or something, he wants all the credit in the world. He's like Jim Jones out here. Yo, I met Drake once, and I had a chance to sign Drake. Drake was never going to sign to you, Jim Jones, just because he came to your studio one time. I met him once. You met him before the fame. You could say that. That doesn't mean you had a chance at signing him. Jim Jones ain't put anybody on, okay? Max B got hot after Jim Jones, okay? Max B had bubbled with Jim Jones, right? But he got hotter after Jim Jones, okay? Max B was... As much as me and Max B worked together, I doubted him a little bit in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. But he had this personality. His personality is... That's just Max B, bro. It comes out in his music and everything. Anyways, Meek Mill was ready to crash out over Poundside Pop. Poundside Pop was telling the truth. Now Meek Mill was going back and forth with him on Twitter yesterday. Then he's all of a sudden in Philly driving around at 3 a.m. This is the goofiest thing I ever seen. Driving around at 3 a.m. when everybody's asleep. He's probably behind the newspaper man that's throwing newspapers on people's lawns right there. That's the only person that's out there in the streets with him. The guy that's delivering the newspapers. Meek Mill went out when everybody was asleep. He knew he wasn't going to run into anybody. And he had his check engine light on, which is weird. NBA Youngboy, his trial has been terminated for March 13th. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they came to some type of plea deal, but he's still on house arrest. I don't know what's going on with that, but then he's selling Gravedigger Mountain. It's very confusing, but we'll see what happens with all that. But I'll have some more news for you in about an hour. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys later. Peace.